Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now, here is Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. The pass to Middleton. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson has the open look. Offline with his 3. 3-on-3. Middleton for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Here's Holiday after the Clippers pick up 2. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Now, here's Leonard. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Morris, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Here's Holiday. And it goes down 2 points.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now, here is George. .151 left to play in the first. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Leonard. Good D by Lopez.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Inside, Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Clippers trail by 5. Outside, George. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far. They're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Connaughton. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside Leonard pulls it up. Rebounded by Tucker. Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Holiday with it. Passes it to Forbes. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bucks on top, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together. We move the ball. We make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Luke Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3. Now here's Leonard. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Here's Holiday. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there it is for him.
And, you know, he's not a big guy, but Forbes has added some muscle to his frame, and it came into play there. Nice job overpowering the defense on that possession.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Here's Middleton following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Shot on the wing. Good work there as it goes. Middleton's got 5 now.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Now, here's Kennard. Lopez with the block. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Forbes. Back to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Now, here is George. Pass to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George looking over the floor. From deep three-point range, Kennard's shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Yuck. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Outside, George. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
We're getting the stops, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, try to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. Well, for the Bucks, and you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
All night long, Giannis has been so productive. Utilizing all of his physical abilities to devastating effect. Wearing out a defense, running through him, dunking over him, pushing people around. They're struggling to cope with his talents.
And Kenny, what did you think about the Clippers?
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on an island a lot of times, and that's getting them burned.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clippers trail by 8. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance.
Boy, the quick feet and long strides of Batum, especially lethal in the open court.
Holiday against Jackson. Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. They grab their own miss. Here's Lopez. The shot, no good.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Back to Batum. Milwaukee with the rebound. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. The feed to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Clippers trailed by 8.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Bucks leading by 8. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Off target at the rim. Here's George. No good that time. Great D that time from Middleton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. To the middle, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Middleton against Leonard.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Find the lanes. One shot.
Here's Rondo. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Now here's Rondo. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Holiday against Rondo. Holiday gets the bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Over Middleton. They get it again. Just 3 on the clock. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Zubac. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 11. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum, and it's man in at the shooting guard position.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Bucks leading by 11. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. It's deflected.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Pass to man. And the pass to Leonard. But they'll get another chance. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level, and he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
Now, here's George. And that's going to be a travel.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Bucks leading by 13. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Outside, George. Jackson against Holiday. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Holiday against Jackson. Pass to Antetokounmpo over Morris. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 15. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now here's Jackson. The pass to George. And it's good off the back rim and in. 8 points for Paul George.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
George. Outside Jackson. Outside George. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a three. That shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Batum against DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Beverly. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis, when your group is sharing the ball like this, how dangerous is this team?
We can be really dangerous. You know, everybody can make shots. Everybody on the floor, the basketball players. And the most important, we're having fun.
Always more fun when you win, man. Congrats. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.